Hi guys, Darth Deuces here, back with another top 10 of 2021. And today we are taking a look at my top 10 scale figures that I picked up in 2021. So this can be 2020 releases, and it can be older releases. And the requirement is just I had to pick up the scale figure this year. Didn't have to be released this year. I just thought it was easier and funner to do it that way. I don't know if I have enough 2021 releases. Probably don't have enough 2021 releases to do a top 10 2021 releases for scale anyways. But I came to the realization of making this list that I bought a ton of scale figures last year. A lot of figures this last year. I didn't think I bought that many, but apparently I did. Anyways, doing the top 10, not going to do honorable mentions. It's already kind of annoying getting these off the shelf anyways. I'll just mention that I got these Hot Toys Qui-Gon Jinn. That's an honorable mention. The Hot Toys Infinity War Thor. That's an honorable mention. And then some people might call me crazy for this. Hot Toys Endgame Captain America is an honorable mention. Sorry if that's one of your favorite Hot Toys of last year. I really like that figure. Don't get me wrong. It's an incredible piece. Love the head sculpts. The accessories are great. Not crazy about the articulation. I'll be honest. The hip articulation is kind of limited. And just Captain America. It's a great piece for me to commemorate Endgame, but I'm much more of a Star Wars collector, and Captain America isn't even my favorite Avenger. I just think it's a really nice figure. But it didn't crack my top 10. Literally, my number 10, the Death Watch Mandalorian, beat it. Because I'm more of a Star Wars guy. So number 10 right off the bat, it's Death Watch Mandalorian. Kind of funny. I pre-ordered this guy, I think pretty much when he was announced. I ended up canceling the pre-order because I wasn't sure if I was going to have the money to buy it. And then I ended up buying it again. But I don't regret it. I saw people's pictures online on Instagram, on Reddit, and everywhere, and it just looked super good. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to buy it. And I don't regret it. I love this figure. It's a cool... I don't really like to buy army builders from Hot Toys too much. I don't army build because that'd be super expensive. But I don't usually buy like troopers. I usually like getting named characters or unique characters. But this one's really cool. I mean, I love Mandalorians. I thought the Death Watch Mandalorians looked really cool from the show, even though it is a lot of reuse going on here. Most of the armor is taken from the Durasteel Mando as well as Boba Fett parts. But I think it's just a really good color. I love the color of blue. The paint apps are great. The accessories are good. Articulation's good. I just think it's a super clean looking figure. I really like it. And number 9, this is the only non-Hot Toys on the list. It is the 3-0 scale Snake Eyes. And I wasn't sure what to expect with this figure when I ordered it. I only have, outside of the Transformers Deluxe figures, the only actual the scale figure I have from 3-0. I think this figure's made back when it was 3A. It was one of the Destiny 2 figures, which is alright, but the articulation isn't the greatest because of the design of that figure, so I wasn't sure about this guy. But this guy's great. He's cheaper than Hot Toys, but I would say pretty much Hot Toys quality. The outfit is really well done. It's durable. It doesn't seem like it's going to disintegrate or destroy from posing. The posability itself is really good. He looks great. Tons of accessories. You get handgun, you get a SMG, which all have the removable magazine and different moving parts. You get his sword, which sheathed really nicely into his sheath. Combat knife, which can go on the belt. Stun grenades and smoke grenades, which can all be stored on the figure. Got tons of accessories, great articulation. It doesn't come with a display base, which is kind of unfortunate. It doesn't bother me that much because unless you're doing some crazy posing, this guy's pretty solid. He's not going to fall over, but still would have been nice to get a display base. But aside from that, great value for money. I think 3-0 is making some of the best stuff in the business right now. I'm going to be honest. 3-0 is killing it. They're making some great stuff. And this guy is no exception. He's a great figure. So moving back to Hot Toys and sticking with Hot Toys for the remainder of the video, which is probably not a surprise. It is the Deluxe 501st Clone Trooper, which is a release from 2021. So is Snake Eyes, and so is Death Watch Mando. And yeah, incredible figure. I like this guy a lot. My very first high-end 6-scale figure is the 501st Deluxe Clone Trooper from Sideshow, which I still have, which is cool to have because now I have 2 501st to flank some other characters and without having to buy a second one of the Hot Toys ones. And this one is definitely an improvement in every way, shape, or form. And 501st, my favorite Legion or battalion. And yeah, really great. Articulation's awesome. The undersuit is well made. This armor is nicely sculpted and painted. The deluxe version comes with a bunch of accessories, jetpack, thruster effects, rocket launcher. Comes with the rotary cannon, I do believe. Comes with backpack, grenades, blaster rifle, blaster carbine, alternate Ahsoka Trooper helmet sculpt. Like, you get it all, or pretty much. Absolutely excellent. And it's also on the cheaper end of Hot Toys, which is still expensive, but it's on the cheaper end. So, yeah, it's a really good value for money, in my opinion. And next up what are we at here? Number 7? Yeah, I think this is number 7, I think. Or maybe it's number 6. I don't know. We're at 6 or 7. Anyways, it is the Rise of Skywalker Kylo Ren. Definitely not a biggest fan of the movie. I don't hate it like some people do, but I think it's not a great movie. But I think this is a great figure. Kylo Ren is by far my favorite character from the sequel trilogy. Probably one of my favorite characters in general. And I think the Rise of Skywalker figure is amazing. This is kind of the same story as the Death Watch Mando. I had this guy pre-ordered. I actually ended up buying the Force Awakens Hot Toys Kylo Ren really early in 2021. And then I still ended up caving and buying this one too. I have both right now. And I do like this one better. That's why the other one's not on the list, because this look better. I like the cloak. I like the light up helmet. That's super cool. And I obviously love the Adam Driver sculpt here. I think it's amazing. Good articulation for the most part. I do wish they put a cut in the boots around the ankles so you can ankle pivot better. But aside from that, absolutely stellar figure. So we're at number 6, and we got the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, which I think was a late 2020 release, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think it was released in 2021. But yeah, absolutely amazing figure. I did spend over retail for this because I got it after it was already well sold out. This was a splurge figure. I splurged on this one. After I got a new job, I was like, you know what? We're going to buy a cool figure. This guy is awesome, and, it's Heavy Infantry Mando. What more can I say? He's big, he's bulky, got the huge triple-barreled gun. He's got great articulation for being so bulky. The sculpt and paint is amazing. Some people might think it's crazy for not putting him higher on my list, but it comes with Hot Toys. 9 times out of 10, all the figures are incredible anyways, and it kind of just comes down to the characters that I prefer. And there's not much. Ultimately, there's not much to this character. There are other characters I got this year which have a lot more meaning to me, so they're high on the list. But this guy's absolutely incredible. Such a presence on the shelf. Absolutely love this guy. And at number 5, we have Deadpool from Deadpool 2, which I bought for my birthday. And, this is, out of all the Marvel figures that Hot Toys have done, this was the one I wanted the most. If it comes to a Grail or a White Whale, when it comes to Marvel Hot Toys figures, Deadpool is the one I want the most. If I could only own one Marvel figure, it would be Deadpool. I had to sell all the rest of my Marvel Hot Toys figures, which aren't very many, but there are a few. I would sell them all and keep Deadpool if I could only keep one. 100% without question. And he's incredible. He has great articulation. The suit is really well done. I love all the accessories. Comes with a ton of accessories. I got him wearing the heels right now. I can't really see, but I got him wearing the heels right now, which is why he's on the base, because he doesn't stand very well with the heels on. Comes with the guns, the swords, the jersey, the knife on his leg, throwing daggers that I don't even remember him using in the movie. A bunch of hand options, the feet options, obviously. The unicorn, the collar, the anti-power collar, all the interchangeable eyes. You can give him a bunch of different expressions. The only thing I wish this figure had is an unmasked, all messed up Wade Wilson, Ryan Reynolds sculpt. Would have been really cool. But it doesn't bother me too much because I pretty much always display him with the mask on, probably. But yeah, absolutely incredible. Super happy to have this. One of my favorite pieces in my collection, for sure. And at number 4, you could technically consider this a 2021 release if you wanted to. It is the 40th anniversary re-release of Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. I don't really consider a new figure from 2021. There's nothing new about it aside from the packaging. But I'm super happy they reissued this figure. I was not collecting Hot Toys at the time this originally came out. It was a figure that kind of got expensive, and then it became a bit more affordable for a little while. And I'm glad I picked it up for pretty much retail. Yeah, it's a great Boba Fett figure. It looks amazing, it poses really well. Good accessories, you get all the accessories you'd expect. You also get all those extra armor bits and whatnot for, what was it, post-production look or pre-production look? Something like that. Kind of the look they had for the armor before they finalized on this one. The cape is wired. I do have the flame effect on from Mando, which I think looks great. But yeah, super awesome figure. If you could only own one Boba Fett, or if I could only own one Boba Fett figure, it would be this one that I would keep for sure. And then at number 3, we have none other than the Deluxe Beskar Mando from Mandalorian Season 1, I think. Yes, Season 1. And, what's there to say? It's Mando and his Beskar armor. It looks amazing, well articulated, and the deluxe version comes with a ton of accessories. You get 2 versions of Grogu in the pram and then just on his own. Jetpack, thruster effects, detonators, pistol, rifle, whistling birds effect, flamethrower effect, harpoon effect, or grapple effect, whatever you want to call that. Attachment, I have the little torch attachment on his helmet right now. Interchangeable shoulder pad to have the mudhorn or not have the mudhorn, and his knife and probably other things. I can't remember everything. He's got so much stuff. I know some collectors probably feel a little cheated that after this guy fully released, they announced the Season 2 look with the chrome armor and the Pedro Pascal sculpt. It doesn't really bother me that much. I'm happy to have this version. It's super good. Surprised me it only made number 3 because there's a couple other figures that I like more. So number 2 of my top 10 6-scale figures that I picked up this year is none other than Captain Rex. And also, for the record, it is my absolute overall favorite figure of 2021 over anything else from any other line. The number one thing most my favorite of this year, it is this Hot Toys Captain Rex. But in terms of figures I picked up this year, it is number 2. But it's amazing. This is my most anticipated figure this year, or new figure of this year. Amazing sculpt, great paint apps, a bunch of accessories, and it's Captain Rex, one of my favorite clone troopers, a lot of people's favorite clone troopers. If you're collecting clones, I feel like it's almost a must if you collect the 6-scale clone stuff. There's really not a whole lot to say. A great Tamora Morrison sculpt. It's just absolutely incredible. Hot Toys has been killing it with the clones, and this is definitely one of their best, if not their best. You could definitely make the argument that Cody is maybe better. I think they're both just as good. I think they're both the same goodness. But yeah, absolutely love this figure. Super stoked this came out, and I got it. It's great. So the 6-scale figure that takes the cake, and it's not even close, it is the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. This is specifically the 40th anniversary re-release, which came out and shipped at the very beginning of 2021. And this is my favorite figure probably in my entire collection. I will be honest, if I could only own one figure, it would probably be this one. Darth Vader is my absolute favorite character in Star Wars and anything really. And back when I first started collecting years ago, like 10 years ago, when it was just the vintage collection I was picking up when I was a lot younger, I always wanted to eventually get to a point where I would own a high-end 6-scale Darth Vader from watching reviews on the Sideshow 6-scale figure and whatnot. I want a high-end 6-scale Darth Vader, and I finally have it. And this is absolutely incredible. The sculpt, the paint, the outfit and the cape and cloak, everything is awesome. He's big, he's imposing, has such a great presence on the shelf. Accessories are great, and the light up display base, diorama style display base on Cloud City with the dual just elevates the presence of this figure even more. I love the light up features of the boxes on his belt and on his torso there. Articulation is pretty great for how bulky he is as well, and the nature of the costume. It's just an absolutely incredible figure, and if you're a collector of 6-scale figures, I think you got to have a Darth Vader. If you're a Star Wars fan, 6-scale collector, you got to have a Darth Vader. This one's amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my top 10 6-scale pickups of 2021. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your guys' favorite 6-scale figure pickups were of 2021. If you collect these type of figures, I'd love to know what your guys' favorites were. Looking forward to this year, 2022, 6-scale figures. I have Clone Wars Anakin on pre-order. I've got Jango Fett on pre-order. I am against my better judgment, seriously considering the Boba Fett 2-pack with the Nomad Tython look and then his all rusted up, beat up look. I don't know if that's going to happen yet, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.